Hello viewers, welcome to Math Tech. I am Amit Sharma. In this video, we are going to solve questions from 26 to 30 of Chapter 2 from the book Contemporary Abstract Algebra by Joseph Gallian. So without a delay, let's start. Question number 26. Prove that in a group A inverse is equal to A for all A. Now given G be a group and A belongs to G, this implies A inverse belongs to G. This is known as existence of inverse. Also, A inverse into A inverse is equal to identity. Why it is so? Because of the inverse property in group, where E is the identity element of group G. Now, multiplying A on both sides, we get A inverse into A, which is equal to E into A. Here, A inverse into A is equal to E. This is the inverse property. And E into A is equal to A. This is known as existence of identity. This implies A inverse is equal to A. Since A is an arbitrary element of G, this implies A inverse is equal to A for all A belongs to G. Question number 27. For any element A and B from a group and any integer n, prove that A inverse BA to the power n is equal to A inverse B to the power n into A. In order to solve the question, we have to remember the following result. Let G be a group and multiplication be the binary operation defined on G. The integral power of A can be written as A to the power n. That is, A to the power n is equal to A into A into A up to A n times, where n belongs to Z. Now, given G be a group, A and B belongs to G and n is any integer. Since A belongs to G, this implies A inverse belongs to G. This is known as existence of inverse. Also, as A inverse and B belongs to G, this implies A inverse BA belongs to G. This is known as closure property. Now, A inverse BA to the power n, this is written as A inverse BA into A inverse BA into A inverse BA up to A inverse BA, total n times. Now, by associative property, we can write it as A inverse B into A inverse, B A into A inverse, and so on, B into A inverse BA. Now, A into A inverse is identity, A into A inverse is identity, and so on, A into A inverse is identity. This is further written as A inverse B into B up to B, total n times into A, which is further written as A inverse B to the power n into A. This implies A inverse BA to the power n is equal to A inverse B to the power n into A. Question number 28. If A1, A2 up to An belongs to a group, what is the inverse of A1, A2, An? Given G is a group and A1, A2 up to An belongs to G. Now A1, A2 up to An multiplied by An inverse, An minus 1 inverse up to A2 inverse, A1 inverse. Now, An into An inverse is identity. In the same way, An minus 1 into An minus 1 inverse become identity, and so on. A2 into A2 inverse become identity. In the same way, A1 into A1 inverse become identity. This implies this whole product is identity. This implies A1, A2 up to An whole inverse is equal to An inverse, An minus inverse up to A1 inverse. Why it is so? Because if A into B is equal to identity, this implies B is equal to A inverse. Hence, A1, A2 up to An inverse is equal to An inverse, An minus 1 inverse up to A1 inverse. It is known as reversal law. Question number 29. The integers 5 and 15 are among a collection of 12 integers that form a group under multiplication modulo 56. List all 12. Now, given G be a group and multiplication modulo 56 be a binary operation defined on G. Since 5 and 15 belongs to G, this implies 5 under multiplication mod 56 into 15 is equal to 19. Why it is so? Because 15 multiplied by 5 is 75. When we divide 75 by 56, it gives remainder 19. This belongs to G. Why it is so? Because of closure axiom. Now, by using the same fact, we can find the other element. Now, 5 and 19 belongs to G. This implies 5 under multiplication mod 56 19 is equal to 39. It belongs to G. Again 5 and 39 belongs to G. This implies 5 under multiplication mod 56 39 is equal to 27. This belongs to G. Now 5 and 27 belongs to G. This implies 5 under multiplication mod 56 27 is 23, which belongs to G. Now take 5 and 23 belongs to G. This implies 5 under multiplication mod 56 23. This is 3. It belongs to G. Now take 15 and 3 belongs to G. This implies 15 under multiplication mod 56 3 is 45, which belongs to G. Now again 27 and 3 belongs to G. This implies 27 under multiplication mod 56 3 is 25, which belongs to G. 23 and 3 belongs to G. This implies 23 under multiplication mod 56 3 is 13, which belongs to G. Now take 13 and 5 belongs to G. This implies 13 under multiplication mod 56 5 is 9, which belongs to G. Now 25 and 9 belongs to G. This implies 25 under multiplication mod 56 9, which is 1, that belongs to G. Hence all the 12 elements in G are 1, 3, 5, 9, 13, 15, 19, 23, 25, 27, 39 and 45. Question number 30. Give an example of a group with 105 elements. Give 2 examples of a groups with 44 elements. In order to solve the question, it is essential to learn the following result. Result number 1. The set Zn containing the element 0, 1, 2 up to n minus 1 form a group under addition modulo n. It is known as group of integer modulo n. Result number 2. A group G is called finite group if it contains finite number of elements, otherwise it is infinite group. The number of elements in G is known as order of G and it is denoted by this or this. Result number 3. The order of Zn is n. Result number 4. The set Dn containing the element x to the power I, y to the power j such that x square equal to identity, y to the power n equal to identity, xy equal to y inverse x. Here I varies from 0 to 1 and j varies from 0, 1, 2 up to n minus 1. Form a group with respect to composition. It is known as dihedral group. Result number 5. The order of Dn is 2n. Let G1 be a group with 105 elements. This implies order of G1 is 105. Therefore, G1 can be Z105. Let G2 be a group with 44 elements. This implies order of G2 is 44. Therefore, G2 can be Z44 or D22. Thank you very much for watching my video. If you like the content, please do like, share and subscribe my channel. If you have any query, comment me. Thank you very much.